Hi all. Today I am making a video. This is a product of JBL and I am happy to let you guys know I do have JBL Bar 1300 MK2 in the house, and this is a video of the unboxing. So this is a video that's gonna take some time, so stick around. This is my entire unboxing. There will be a separate review about how it sounds, how I've set things up, what I can do with it, how this is gonna benefit me now that I have a Zidoo media player. Stick around, go ahead and turn on your notifications so that you won't miss out something, especially with this specific topic, as I see not many people have made any videos about the JBL bar. Any reviews I've looked so far is from people across US and other parts of the globe. So this is how an Indian variant would look. Yeah, the boxes were pretty good. I did come in a specific packing. It was pretty solid. There were no dents or any damages to the product. It was packed overall very well, I would say. So you get it in L-shaped boxes like I got my Sony's HT-S20R. This is a similar setup. So all the accessories are kind of on the top when you remove your subwoofer outside. So you get four cup, which is more of your detachable speakers, and it'll also go to cover on your JBL soundbar, which was not there in the previous version. So they have really made it look great. The rubber bushes that they've provided along with it are pretty solid, and the reason they've done it is because the previous models did not have this, and it kind of looked not so premium, because when you're spending so much money on it, it did not really give you the finish. So they've gone ahead and made that a very well made finish. As you can see, these are the detachable speakers, and it is pretty good. It is pretty premium. This also works as individual speakers. The finish on this is amazing. So you get two speakers, which is one directly towards you and one more which is towards the top, and you get one tweeter along with it. So as you can see, the overall finish of this product is good. The whole setup do take smudges. Your fingerprint marks will be on it, so we have to be careful about taking care of polishing it or wiping it off with cloth. The grills do have a protective mesh, which is like a cloth mesh, which takes care of any dust going from inside the soundbar. Does a great job. You get a wall mount bracket, which you will have to use if you're gonna end up with wall mount. The method is pretty simple. So you just get an attachment to kind of go with the wall mount. The only problem I had with this is because it is uneven in the sense, it is towards the extreme end of the detachable speakers. It never really kind of stands properly, but over time it kind of you'll get used to it, or you can just tighten the screw pretty well and then try to get the angle. It's good. You get Bluetooth. You can use it as Bluetooth speakers. You get broadcast. You can turn it on and off with the power. You also get the JBL connect option. So if you have a JBL Flip 3 or something else, you just click on the connect and you can use it all together as a stereo speaker setup. You also get the Type-C charging port, which is a pretty good addition, I would say. And this time, the detachable speakers will give you around 10 hours of battery backup. From whatever I tested, it is amazing. The battery backup is pretty good. And this is how the cup goes with the detachable speakers, you will just have to simply close it. There's no tricks to it. You just pull it in and put it inside, it'll go. The next one is the kit, the box you will get with all the accessories and remote, etc. So it's a pretty compact box, but you get user manual, you also get the product registration, and you get a couple of other go-to products with it, which is like your wall mount and other things. So you do get the user manual, you get your product warranty, you also get subscription for room. Go through your manual to quickly set it up. But apart from that, you get your JBL's remote, which is one thing I would really not give 100% approval. The remote does look good, there's no problem with that. It's just the overall build of the remote did not really feel right for me. It's good, the finish is good, the way it looks is good, it's pretty compact, pretty solid, but I feel somewhere they've cut some kind of corners, and this is one of those places where they've kind of cut corners. You can immediately notice it being too plasticky. It's a good grade plastic, I would say that, but it's decent overall. Wall mounts you get along with it so that you don't have to buy it separately. The wall mounts are decent, and the wall mount also gives you a bump on it so that the soundbar kind of sits on top of it, and you can screw it from behind so that it never kind of falls down, which is a great idea, by the way. And it will look pretty sleek when you kind of mount it towards the wall. So a couple of other things that you get along in this box are the cables and wall mounting screws. So as indicated, the wall mount speakers need to go along with the set of rear kit. So this is a slide-in mechanism, which is just mount the rear mount to the wall, and you can just slide it and slide it in, slide it out whenever required. And it is a very small accessory, so I am really not sure on how much I would trust it to do the job. Over time, I would rather buy a stand and keep it on top of my stand because of how it looks. Although it looks steady, although on wall it looks pretty good, the Atmos works pretty good, I'm just not too confident, because it's towards slightly towards the left hand side and the right hand side, which I'm not a huge fan of. You also get your power cards, which is one for your subwoofer, one for your soundbar, and you also get a HDMI cable. Everything is pretty good. The cables are all pretty solid. HDMI cable especially is a great addition, I would say, because it is more like an 8K 2.0B cable, which does a great job. You also get a battery, so this battery kind of goes along with your remote, and the battery is hey bright, so looking good so far. Now comes the soundbar. So the soundbar is pretty solid, it is pretty premium, it looks amazing. The moment you unbox it, you know right off the box it is a soundbar that would last you for a long time. If you're taking care of the soundbar, it would look in pristine condition even after a couple of months without doing anything, to be honest. So this is how the bar looks. Yeah, you get your three buttons on top, which is your input and your plus and minus buttons for your volume. It is all touch control. Never really gonna use it. You also get mic and LED indication on top of the JBL branding, which helps you understand if it is paired, if it is pairing, and to connect to the soundbar. You get the Atmos channels on top. Apart from the grill, there are two Atmos channels on each side of the soundbar, two on the left and two on the right. You also get tweeters across the soundbar and detachable speakers. This really holds 29 drivers together. This is how you know this is how the soundbar looks up close. It's a pretty sleek finish, I would say. The soundbar also has tweeter on both the ends, which is your right and left, and all of them are pretty solid. Once you kind of use your cap to close it off, this will look pretty good. There you go, that's the logo, looking good. Your mic, dust do kind of catch up. You get the power, you get a USB port, Ethernet, 3 HDMI in port, and 1 HDMI out, which is also gonna go to your TV's eARC, and an optical. So this is how it will overall look with your detachable speakers. And here comes the big bass hitter, which is your subwoofer. Subwoofer is pretty heavy. I'll be honest, it is around 12-13 kilos if I'm not wrong. And the finish on this is amazing. It is the right amount of matte black. It's too good of a color. I usually am a fan of black objects, but the finish on this thing is amazing. The logo finish on this subwoofer is good. The way it is made is good. The grill is good. Your 8-inch subwoofers look pretty solid, and your power plug kind of is on the bottom, and you just connect it and forget it. That's pretty much it. The rubber base is pretty solid. There is no way it is going to move. It is amazing. It'll also be durable over time. You also get the indication light, which will show if it is connected or not. And this is how the subwoofer looks up close. Again, this is within a day. Smudges all over. I know I'll have to clean it, but for somebody who's gonna buy, this is something you'll have to keep in mind. You'll have to set it up. You will also have to kind of clean it up once in a while so that there are no fingerprints or dust on top of it, because this do catch dust pretty quickly. So this is my overall unboxing video. I hope if you have any questions, do let me know. I hope this journey will go a long way, but I will see you guys in another one.